going. It's going.
Oh. Oh, you guys. Welcome to another exciting, thrilling episode of
Laserdicks.
Yeah. How long have I been out of it?
I don't know. I put that roofie in your drink like 12 hours ago.
Oh, no.
I'm ready to go. Okay, so we were planning on reviewing the Goonies, but
We can't really do that now. See, Stacy Herald bought me this copy of Star Trek II Wrath of Khan, and we really can't pass that up. So send all your hate mail to Stacy Herald.
So what we reviewed is the 1982 Paramount film Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan, the sequel to Star Trek: The Motion Picture, directed by Nicholas Meyer, who also did Time After Time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And Star Trek VI. This one is considered by many fans, not me personally, but many Star Trek fans, to be the best film in the series. I personally favor Robert Wise's film, the first one, but
I like number 4.
But this is still packed full of thrilling action, subpar effects,
Quotes of Moby Dick and Tales of Two Cities.
yeah, and plenty of Spock dying action.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sorry, we spoiled that.
There are a lot of really great things about this. From what I understand, Mr. Meyer decided to do like 6 takes for every scene that Kirk was in, so that by the 6th take he'd be tired and he'd stop overacting, which I think...
Yes, because in the first take he would always be pausing at the wrong times during his lines. But when you get him really tired, he would just say his lines, and that sounded more natural.
I think it worked, though. Worked really well.
Of course, I think there's one time which he probably only did 1 take. And that's probably the most famous line from the film. Would you care to reenact that?
Khan! 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 What the hell was that?
I mean, just about the whole crew comes back. No Majel Barrett, which is kind of sad if you want your Nurse Chapel, but, you know, you get everyone back. Chekhov gets an eel in his ear, which is always fun.
Oh, no.
You know, one of those SETI Alpha 5 eels, you know, they put the helmet on.
And that black guy from Terminator.
Yeah, Lieutenant Traxler.
Yeah. I thought that was a pretty cool cameo.
Mm-hmm. And plus there are a lot of other small cameos from people who were in the series, and, you know, they stay on the screen for about 5 seconds, then they cut away.
Or they shoot themselves with a phaser.
Yeah. And really, one complaint I have against this movie, even though I really, really enjoy it, is that it really takes away from the fun of watching a red shirt die, because they're all wearing red shirts.
True that. It is a little confusing. I mean, not as bad as the jump from original series to Next Generation, where red shirt means you're the captain.
Yeah.
But, you know, I really hated that. I mean, that's why I don't like Next Generation. How can you have red shirts die when Picard's a red shirt? How?
I'd say probably the most memorable performance has to be from Ricardo Montalban as Khan, who's reprising his role as Khan Noonien Singh, the powerful leader from the 1990s who went into cryo sleep and then was found by Kirk in the episode Space Seed. He's really good at delivering all the Captain Ahab lines that he's given. I mean, because basically Nick Meyer just took the book Moby Dick, ripped a few pages out of it, and stapled it into the script.
Yeah, see, he took out pages and stapled the rest of the book into the script, because it's a lot easier to write dialogue for a movie when somebody else already wrote all of it.
Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is tweak a few lines, you know, like, you know, there was this line about, you know, chasing the whale into the maelstrom, so all you have to do is change it into the Antares maelstrom, and around perdition's flames, before I give him up. And see, all of a sudden you can sell it off as your own film.
Yeah, C-beams, gates of perdition, all that stuff.
C-beams.
Mm-hmm.
Around the Tannhauser Gate. But this is also the first film to have producer Harv Bennett connected to the franchise. He came in with 2 and he lasted until 5, and then Star Trek 5 was so horrible that he vowed to not make any more Star Trek films. But who can blame him? Because, of course, that film was directed by Bill Shatner.
One Mr. Bill Shatner. I always thought it'd be pretty cool if Bill Cosby directed one of these films. And then, instead of delivering his lines all broken, Captain Kirk would be like, Spock, I was thinking about these warp drives that we have and the stuff, and the Heesen Watsons, and the kids, they say the darndest things with the Jello and the puddings and the Watsons.
Could you really have Dr. McCoy and Dr. Cliff Huxtable together?
I think it would work surprisingly well. Well, you see, Bones, the thing here is the sieben Laben Zigendagen. You didn't make words, man. I'm a doctor, not a linguist.
Yeah, the linguist, of course, is Uhura.
Yeah.
Who gets nothing to do in this film. She's just sort of there.
She does die at the beginning.
Yeah, everyone dies at the beginning in the Kobayashi Maru
Of
test.
course, Kirk can't die at the beginning. He's Kirk.
Yeah.
He has to stand behind the scenes.
Kirk has to wait until Star Trek Generations to die. Oops, another spoiler.
Oh, no.
But we assume if you're watching this, if you're a fan of Laserdicks, obviously you're a fan of Star Trek, because who isn't a fan of Star Trek? Except for maybe George Lucas.
Well, from what I understand, ILM.
Yeah, Industrial Light and Magic did all the effects that weren't stolen from the first film.
And then after that, George Lucas is like, hey, cut that shit out. Because I got these prequels I'm wanting to do. And, cash cows, man.
Right. So he was just, cut that out. I have to say, really, really enjoyable film. It lacks the seriousness and the intellectualism that I'll say that the first film had. Even though it does deal with certain, themes about, life and death. It's not as heady, I'll say, as the first film. But still, for a post-Star Wars, obviously influenced by Star Wars film, I think it's an extremely enjoyable film with a lot of camp and a lot of fun and a lot of quotes.
A whole lot of quotes.
So, I'm going to beam up 2 thumbs for this one.
Well, if I was some green lady, I'd probably have 4 thumbs. And I'd put all of them up.
While Kirk was making out with you.
So we'll see you around.
And until then, the balcony is closed.
Really? Nothing?